I can't understand these charts. Can you help me? Well, let's take a look. Okay, scatter plot, distribution chart, and CFD. I think we can handle that. So first, we will need to use a tool that can simulate the day-to-day events, and I think I have the perfect one. It's called the Tweak Game from Lean Agility. And then we're going to take the data and put it into Excel, and then we're going to read the data from the Excel file and then go ahead and plot it onto the charts. So we're going to create the cycle time distribution graph, the cycle time scatter plot, and the cumulative flow diagram. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the Tweak Game. It basically lets you assign people to work, and then when you click on begin work, you're essentially simulating what happened that day. Alright, so our process will be to run the simulation for the day, read the board, collect the data, and then plot it onto the three charts. So we will start with the current state. The game starts off at the beginning of day 43, which means what we see is the current state at the end of day 42. So let's read the board for day 42. So for day 42, we have 1 in the done column. As you can see, it tells you the done day is day 42. So remember to focus on that for the done column. And then it says 16 days. So we're going to put it in as the aging days. So that's our cycle time, 16. There's 1 in green, 1 in blue finish, 2 in the blue active, 1 in red finish, and 3 in red active. Now that we have the data for day 42, let's do the cycle time distribution chart first. So on this chart, we're tracking the count of the item that has specific aging days. So we have 1 done with the cycle time of 16 days. Let's plot it onto the chart. Next, we're going to go to the cycle time scatter plot. So on scatter plot here, we're looking at the day done. So it's day 42 and the cycle time is 16 days. Let's go ahead and plot it on the cycle time scatter plot. Once we do that, we're going to go to the cumulative flow diagram. So for cumulative flow diagram, the bottom x-axis is in days, and then we have the count on the y-axis. So the way we do the cumulative flow diagram is that we're reading the data from right to left. So we're going to start with the done first. So there is 1 in done. Let's go ahead and put it onto the day 42, 1 that is done. So we have 1 in green. So we're going to add it to where it was before. So done was at 1. So add the 1 from green to the 1 from done. So that makes it 2. So put it onto 2. And then we got 1 in the blue finish. So we add it to where it was before. So 1 plus 2 is at 3. And then we have 2 for the blue active. So 2 plus where it was before at 3. So that makes it at 5. And then we have 1 in the red finish. So that makes it at 6. And we have 2 in the red active. So we end it at 8. So let's go ahead and assign the people to the work, and let's go ahead and run the simulation for day 43. So that's the end of day 43. Let's go ahead and read the data and put it onto the Excel. We have 1 in done. Ticket on day, it says done days is day 43, and done days has an age of 15. So let's put that into Excel. Okay, as I'm editing this video, I'm realizing that I did not talk about the done column. So normally we will count what's in the done column, just like any other column when we are working on the CFD. But in this instance, because the game itself does something unique, where it actually left behind some of the items that are in done. So it kind of show you what yesterday's done was or the day before. So that's why we're focusing instead on the items that basically says done days. Let's read the board then. We have 1 green, we have 1 in the blue finish, we have 2 in the blue active, we have 0 in the red finish, and we have 3 in the red active. So let's go to the cycle time distribution chart again. So we have 1 that has a cycle time of 15 days. Let's go ahead and put it on there. Next, we're going to go to the cycle time scatter plot. So on day 43, we have 1 that is the cycle time of 15 days. So look at day 43, go all the way up to 15 and put a star right there. So once we have that, let's go to the cumulative flow diagram. So for cumulative flow diagram, the way it starts again is that you start from right to left. So done in this instance is that for day 43, we have 1 that was done, but yesterday, the done was at 1. Add that 1 to where we start with yesterday. So yesterday at day 42, done was at 1. So at day 43, we have 1 more. So 1 plus 1 is at 2. So for CFD, we start the done at 2 for day 43. Remember, this is cumulative. Now from here down, we're going to read and add on the rest of it. So 1 in the green, so add that 1 to where the done was before. So that makes it at 3. We have 1 in the blue finish, added to the 3. We are at 4 now. And then we have 2 in the blue active. So 2 plus 4, that's at 6. And we had 0 in the red finish. So we don't have to do anything with it because 6 plus 0 is a 6. So leave that alone. And then we have 3 in the red active. So we add the 3 to where it stops before at 6. So 3 plus 6 is at 9. So there we have it for day 43. So let's go ahead and run it for day 44. So that's the end of day 44. Let's read the board. So we have 0 that was done on the day of 44. So in done column, we're going to put a 0 in here in Excel. And then we have 2 in the green. We have 2 in blue finish. We have 0 in blue active. We have 0 in red finish. And we have 3 in red active. Now that we have the data, let's go to the cycle time distribution chart. In this instance, there is 0 that was in day 44. So there is nothing to do on the cycle time distribution chart here. Similar to cycle time scatter plot, there is 0. So we do not need to do anything with these two charts. Only thing we need to do now is go to the CFD charts. Let's go to the CFD charts. So remember, the way we read CFD is that we start from right to left. So let's look at the done. There is nothing for day 44. So what we do is that we look at what we did in day 43. So at day 43 it's at 2. So 2 plus 0. So we start at 44 at 2 as well. So then let's go ahead and read and add on the rest. There is 2 in the green column. So we add the green to where it was before. So 2 plus 2, that's 4. Let's go ahead and do the blue finish. Again, there's 2 in the blue finish. That puts it into 6. There's nothing in the red finish. And we have 3 in the red active. So let's add it in. That makes it at 9. So there you have it for day 44 for CFD. Now that we have done 3 days, we're going to speed up the process so we can get to the very end. The only thing left to do is to color and shade the CFD to complete the chart. So all we're doing is that drawing a line and then connecting all the dots together and then shading what's underneath that color. So there you have it. By understanding how this chart is created, you should be able to now figure out what happened by looking at the charts. Well, there you go. Cool. Thank you.